In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can easily convert values between common currencies using the Cloudmersive Currency API connector in Nintex. We're going to demonstrate by setting up a simple Nintex form which takes an input US dollar amount and converts it to euros. Once we're done, we'll log the result in our test so we can make sure it works correctly. From the Nintex automation page, let's click Create Workflow and then head to the Workflow diagram page. From here, let's click on the Start Event drop-down menu and select the Form option. Let's then click Design Form, and from here, we can click and drag the currency option from the list of controls into our form. We can then click on the currency input field to customize some details, and I'm just going to rename it USD amount. There are a ton of other options we can customize for this control and for more complex forms in general, but I'm going to leave that all alone for now. We can click Apply Changes in the top left area and then jump back to our workflow diagram. From here, let's jump over to the Utility Actions search bar and type Cloudmersive. From the list of Cloudmersive actions below, let's head down to the Currency API actions and drag the Convert Currency action into our workflow. When we click on this action to configure it, we first need to establish our connection, so let's click on the Connection dropdown and select Add Connection. We can now give our connection a relevant name, like Cloudmersive Currency, and then we can copy our API key into the second field. If you don't have an API key currently, you can get one for free by registering a free account on the Cloudmersive website. That comes with a limit of 800 API calls per month and no commitment. Now we can go ahead and select the currencies we're going to convert between. We have two drop-downs available to select from, and both are equipped with a full list of our available currencies, supported by up-to-date exchange rate data. If we click on the first list, we can see a bunch of common currency options available, including everything from Japanese yen to Swiss franc and Chinese yuan. We're doing a simple USD to Euro conversion, so let's select USD from the first list and then Euro from the second list. Below that, in the Amount field, we can include our form's currency input field as a variable to capture the value we're going to convert. Let's hover over that field, click Insert, and then navigate to our Start Event variables. Let's follow the form variables path from here and click Insert on the USD amount variable we created earlier. Now we can store our converted amount in a variable by clicking on the Converted Currency dropdown, selecting Add Variable, and then naming our variable something like Euro amount. We can then select our variable from the dropdown. Let's now include one final action so we can easily check the results of our conversion. Let's click on the Add Action button within our flow diagram and select the Log to Instance Details operation from the list of common actions. When we click on that one to configure it, we'll see a simple message box where we can include outputs from our workflow and review them in our workflow testing stage. Let's click Insert, then navigate to the Cloudmersive Currency variable section, and then open our Euro amount object. This response object is equipped to provide us with the converted price, along with the ISO currency code, currency symbol, and formatted price, and I'm just going to include the first and last options for now. We can now save our workflow. Let's click Save in the upper left area of the page, and then let's give our workflow a relevant name like USD to Euro conversion. We can include additional details if we want, and then we can click Save again to finish up. When Nintex finishes saving our workflow, let's click on the Workflow Testing option at the top. Once Nintex stages our workflow, we can enter our own dollar amount into the simple currency form input we created, and then we can click Submit when we're ready to run the test. Nintex will update us on the status of our workflow actions every 10 seconds, and we'll know everything worked smoothly once we see completed as the status value for each action in our workflow. We can then click on the Log to Instance Details drop-down option here to review our flow outputs. As we can see, the first value is a long-form decimal giving the exact conversion amount, and the second value is a clearly formatted and rounded up price with the currency symbol in front of it. That concludes this demonstration. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Cloudmersive API connector demos on Nintex.